Get a little light on it here. All right, so where we got to yesterday was on page Shin Kaf. Now the things that we're talking about here, which is the 42 and the 28, he hasn't mentioned in the Rishash yet. So what we're describing is lights that are coming in, but he hasn't mentioned that the mechanism over here. So let's see if we go, except for one thing. He mentioned the concept of 14. But the 14, the way he saw it, well, it didn't touch on to the concept of 42. Let me make a little more space here. Okay, there we go. So he says, let's just read the black print first. He says, Im gam came b'milui miluyim, gam came lo yesh ba esrim v'shmona. Let's see, gam came lo yesh, gam came lo yesh. Let me see what he said. So, Ushmona Osias. Memelo, Gam b'milu and milu shalom. So he's talking over here about Ben, or let's see, what does he say? He says, there we only have nine letters in the milui. Memelo, Gam b'milu and milu shalom, ein lo koach osios, ela yesh lo rak kaf gimel osios, and he shows them to us here. So then he said, v'lechein, he says, Yesh shebemilu amilu shel chavaya de ben ein bo koach osios. So that's not part of that system. Ein aliyah salomos ayedecha bemilu amilu d'shem ben. That's ben. That's not part of what causes the aliyah. Shachar b'aliyah salomos na'asim daika ayedek koach osios, but it only happens as a result of the 28 letters. Shel milui amilui, which come from the milui of milui, but that's only from the asam. But with the 28 letters that you find in the milui of the other two, but he says specifically, the milui alofim, he says, al yadam, through them, anu ma'alim we elevate right at the beginning. As a shisha hechelos atachtonis, the Olam Asiyah. That's what we're able to do there. We're able, right, when you get to the 28s are immediately move up, are condense and move up the 6 lower spheros there. El Olam Yitzira, and they bring them up. Ve'elach ha'bakoach osios, the Chavavaya Dema, hey mekuvane keneged koach osios sheyesh be'yehe shmei rabba v'varot l'olam alom l'amayo. So that's that right there. That's that koach of the 28. Va'yedech ha'bakoach teven sheyesh B'yehei shmei rabba v'vor l'olam alom l'may yizborach yishtabach yizboar v'zomam yisasei v'sadai v'sadai v'sadal shemei d'kud shabarichu l'ayla min ambircha l'ayla min bircha so he has it in the Sfardi min bircha sechad shiru sechad bircha sechad shira sechad tush b'chad dushbratha v'nechamazet amiram be'alma. Just I read it out. So this is 28 letters and 20 on Yehesh Mei Rabbah, but you can extend it out and you can make it into 28 words. And with this, we're able to pull things up. I'm sure what the things are. He says he's going to say, what the Hechel HaShaviyah HaElyon Shu Hechel Kodekadashim Shalom Masiyah. Then he said, by the fact that it's able to get up into the Olam Yetzirah. And in this, it becomes Yetzirah Mamish. So he says, how does this happen? How do you get Ayedei Asrim Shmona the shem sag? He said, "V'zen na'asa yedecha b'koach osios demilu hamilu the shem sag." Sheba olam ha-bria, which is in olam ha-bria. Shehu mekaven keneged koach tevos sheyesh min yehei shmei ad amrina ba'almo. So let me get these words in. Shehu mekaven. So these 28 letters. Sheyesh min yehei ad amrina ba'almo. It corresponds also to the 28 that you find elsewhere. You find in the I got a little lost here. Let me just see what happened here. Why did I get lost? He says, let me go back. He says, he switched. So he said, Shinkov Gimel. Let's look at that. He says, Ana ma'alam acherkach es a hechel ha'elyon ha'shvi. Ayedecha bekoich tevus elu. So this, Ana ma'alam la'olam ha'yitzira es a hechel ha'shvi ha'elyon shehu hechel kodeh kedosh shel Olam Asiyah. Now, va'ayedesha ha'hechel ha'shvi shel Olam Asiyah oila al Olam ha'yitzira. Bezos hu na'asa bechinas yitzira mamash. Zen na'asa ayedecha. And how is it becomes the yitzira mamash? It becomes the shira mamash as a result of the sag, asher, which is coming from bria. So in other words, from the upper parts of that's up above it, or the panimi to it, it pulls this up. Because there you have, what is it? What is it about sag? Sag has an amilu is a 28, which is the koch that pulls everything up. Sheba olam habriya, and it's coming out of olam habriya. Shehu mekaben keneged koach tevos sheyesh min yehei shmei ad amiran ba'oma. Okay, going on. So now we have one more to do in this, so we'll just read some of the other part and see how much time we have left. Nimsa ki makom HaKADDISH azecha b'hu kodem hodu. So the place of this Kaddish is for hodu. V'chein makom HaKADDIsh azecha b'hu kodem b'miris hodu. K'dei la'alos as Olam Asiyah la'olam yitzira, and that's the ultimate idea here. That's what Kaddish does. Now let's read this next part. We'll read across the top. Hakavanot HaKADDIsh Hasheni, now coming to which is Shebein Yishtabak Yotzer. He says the Hivegam Hu Dugmas HaKADDIsh Rishon Sheberasiyah B'shnei Minich Koach. So once again, we're going to see that there's going to be two different types of 28s. Echad el Shisha Heichelos. So Koach Echad goes to the Shisha Heichelos, which are on the bottom. Bach al Shvi, same pattern. Esrim Shmona Osius, but the 28 letters, Heim B'Shem Sag Shebebriya, they're not Ma anymore, they're going to be the 28 that comes out of Sag. By Esrim Shmona Tables, Heim B'Shem Av Shebetzilus, even the higher level, from Etzilus that's able to pull everything up. So now we did this. We took the Heichel Hashvi of Yitzira, and we're bringing it now into Bria. Azhu Choyzer Likiyos Bria Mamish, then it comes back, and it becomes part of Bria itself. Ki Gam Bo Nechlalos Malchus the Bria Kanisker, because also in it, we have the corporation of Bria, as we mentioned, it's incorporated. So now we said Kaddish. Anu, that is the Kaddish at Yishtabach. So he says, Anu Omrim Baruch Hu. We say Baruch Hu. What's Baruch Hu? It's symbol to the same thing. The word Baruch is really the transition of, I think he was talking about the Zat of the top part of the first four. Gavarn is bar la'el, so it's already explained of above. Keham is moram eina b'yitzira. So the songs we say are in yitzira. When we talk about this seventh, that's what I wanted to say. Seventh heichel, the siyah. Nefach the yitzira. There we saw that it's turned and it became yitzira. L'chein anu omrim mizmorim yitzira should be thinking plural. So then he says anu omrim mizmorim yitzira. So then we say all of those songs. The same thing here. We call Bechinas Baruch. Every time we say Baruch, Bria is always in Bria. I'm not sure what that meant, so we'll see the tip tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem. Hasham ku nikra Baruch, because over in Bria, it's called Shame. I think it's shame. Is the number coffee. He says ki shame. Shaar Olam Bria nikra Baruch. So Sham, it's called Baruch. Because mini rivuya the birkon connected with all different kinds of blessings in it. Because so therefore this is the place we're going to say Baruch Hu. The Yitzira, to give us an idea here that is referring to the seventh Heichel of Yitzira. where it choser l'chiyos bria mamash, it becomes, you say the word baruch, it makes the seventh hegel, the already part of bria. B'bein geula the tefillah, so then talking about that is a different person, place. Afal pi shehem shnei olamos, even though we're going from bria to tzilus. Lo tikna lomer bechem kaddish, we're not going to have a kaddish there, the sivach and the scares, the ale, which we talked about previously, and we'll move on to just a little bit of the sifra.